Hi, this is Bob from Hobby Concepts, and today I'm going to build this excavator trailer using a cross 10 scale trailer kit that I've modified and cut down to 14th scale. It's capable of carrying this 20-pound excavator easily. Turned out really well. Also, while I'm thinking about it, check out the Tamiya Truck Open Studio Facebook group. There's a link in the description, and join that so you can see more pictures of people's trucks from all around the world and send pictures of your trucks in. So anyway, trailer, let's get started. So one of the things I've been thinking about doing for these Tamiya dump trucks and other trucks is a way to do an inexpensive trailer that would haul this Huina loader. And so I found this cross flatbed trailer kit. It's a very simple kit, and I thought I'd take a look at it and see if I can modify it to make it 1/14 scale. It's a 10th scale kit. So it comes with, you know, pretty nice tires. Wow. A lot of aluminum decking. It comes with lights, a little box kit for the front, a tow bar with a simulated tongue jack, and the trailer itself. The trailer is cast out of maybe a polymer or a resin, and it comes pretty assembled, but it's too wide. It doesn't look good with a 14th scale dump truck. You can see that it's just too big, and if I slide the dozer over to the side, I've got a lot of room here. So my plan is to take the axles off, cut the axles shorter, cut a section out of the trailer and put it back together, narrower, and then build a new narrower frame, or maybe this frame will still work, to tow it with, and see if I can get that looking good for my excavator. So that's my plan. We'll see if I can do it. You can see I pulled the suspension off and marked 2 inches out. That I'm going to just saw this now and take it right out of the middle. That actually sawed pretty easily. And now I'll put it back together. I'm going to use some aluminum angle underneath and just bolt it together for strength, and then I'll cut the axles shorter and put those back on. Already looks a lot better. Oh God, this thing's heavy. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. I cut some aluminum angle to brace these. I had to cut one edge down on the front and the back so that so it would clear these cross braces and these storage areas for the ramps. So now I'm going to drill some holes in them and bolt this back together. I bolted my aluminum angles on. I used the stainless steel screws and recessed them. The diamond plate will stick over the top when I get to that point. Now I've got to modify the hitch. This bolts here, but I'm going to cut 1 inch off of each side, and then I'll bolt that on. And then these gaps here I'm going to fill with super glue and baking soda, which makes a very strong filler. I bolted the tongue on, and I filled the areas that I had cut with super glue and baking soda. You can see I bolted this on. So everything here is ready to paint. I'm going to go ahead and wash this with soap and water and then prime it and paint it. To shorten the axles, I just used a hacksaw and took a 2-inch section out of the middle. And then I've got some brass tubing from my scrap box that fits over this perfectly. So I will join them together with that. And actually what I'm going to do is mount the axles on the trailer and then slide this into place and use some thin CA glue to stick it together. But that takes care of the axles pretty simply. I painted the trailer with this automotive trim black paint, which is kind of a semi-gloss black. This is one of the loading ramps. It comes with all the diamond plate and with 3M double sticky tape. So I just trim this with a pair of scissors. I'll put the tape down and stick it on. Actually, I may as well go ahead and just do that. I'm going to do the loading ramps here first. Has a little lip here that'll capture the diamond plate. Same thing on the trailer. So I can just go up against the lip here, stick it down. Did the other one a minute ago, so there's my loading ramps. Now I can do the trailer deck. There's the trailer after painting. And now I'm going to lay the decking. I've got to, since I narrowed the trailer, I have to narrow the decking, so I'll cut that off and use the same stickers to stick it down. I bolted the axles back on, and you can see I've got these brass sleeves here. I'm going to just use a drop of thin CA glue on each end, which will wick underneath and hold them. Also, just want to point out there's a little O-ring right here, which these ramps slide in, and the O-ring keeps them from falling out. So I put that back on. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those, put the tires on. Oh, real quick, I just want to show these tires. They're really nice. They're metal wheels with a bead lock, a 2-piece metal wheel. They have ball bearings and a nice looking tire. I've got the decking on, tires on. It's looking pretty good. The kit comes with this little toolbox for the front, which I painted with Tamiya silver. That mounts up here. And it also comes with some lights, and they just have orange blinking marker lights. There's holes for those, and then a couple of red lights for the tail lights. There's no on-off switch, so I guess it's just if you want to use them, you hook up the battery. I'm going to install an on-off switch for those. But since I'm building this trailer to go with that dump truck I previously built, and since I have a trailer light plug, I've got the Tamiya lights, which include the turn signals and the brake light tail lights. These are red when they're lit up. So I'm going to install these on the trailer in the back and the flashing yellow lights in the side with a little on-off switch mounted in this toolbox. And I'm going to do a little paint detailing on the tongue jack. I mounted this box. I drilled a hole and mounted a switch in there and just split the red wire, so now I've got a on-off switch for the orange side lights. And also I mounted the Tamiya loom. You can see it right here. I'll show the bottom off in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and get those lights all installed. I did a little detail painting on the tongue jack and the coupler. I painted those with a gloss black, just so we had a little tiny bit of contrast up here. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this together and get the lights mounted. I took the wiring, tied it all up. I held it on with some metal clips. So that completes the trailer. You can see the tongue jack here. There's my lights on the side. Now the tail lights are in there, but they'll work with the dump truck hooked up to it. I'll go ahead and hook it up and take a few pictures of it. So there's my finished trailer hooked up behind the dump truck. I've got my lights plugged in here. I've got my switch that turns on the side marker lights, and then the dump truck operates the rear lights. You can see a Huina. This is the heavy excavator, weighs about 13 pounds. Trailer holds it fine. It's got some slide out ramps here that just slide out and latch into place and then store back up underneath. Little flip down tongue jack. I'll show there's the whole truck behind it. Turned out pretty well. I think it looks great behind the truck. I'm going to actually go outside after I finish this video and see if I can shoot a little bit of it running, because I'd like to just show how the truck pulls it. The trailer bed is that aluminum diamond plate. Looks great. So anyway, that's my excavator hauler trailer for the dump truck, made from a cross trailer. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, please subscribe, and thanks again for watching.